Hello and welcome to Mangatora96, and today we're going to talk about One Piece. Today's topic will be the living legend of the Marines, as well as the grandfather of our beloved robbery protagonist. I'm of course talking about Garp. This video will be in the same style like my Straw Hat discussion videos were. I will go over Garp's personality, his role in the story and his combat abilities. Before we start, here's a brief overview on who Garp is. Monkey D. Garp is an extremely famous and powerful Marine Vice Admiral. He is the father of Monkey D. Dragon, the parental grandfather of Monkey D. Luffy, and the adoptive grandfather of Portugas D. Ace. He took charge of both Kobe and Helmeppo's training. After the war, he became a Marine instructor to train new recruits, though still retaining the rank of Vice Admiral. Notably, Garp was offered the rank of Admiral several times throughout his career, but he refused the offer of promotion every time. Garp is one of the major figures along with Kong, Sengoku, Shiki, Silver Rayleigh and Whitebeard from the times when the Pirate King was still alive. Garp is an eccentric but caring man who is loyal to both his criminal family and the Marine headquarters, who he had served for decades. He is loud, boisterous, exuberant and overall acts in a similar manner to his grandson. He has a habit of falling asleep during conversations and can be absent-minded. Luffy's crew noted his apparently hereditary selfishness during Garp's interaction with Luffy in Water 7. Unlike many Marines, Garp does not believe that a person's lineage determines their path. On a similar note, he does not believe that being labeled a criminal necessarily makes someone a bad person. Although Garp wanted his grandsons to become Marines, he entrusted their care to a mountain bandit whom he had refused to turn over for prosecution. Garp believes that throwing children into harsh conditions will ultimately make them stronger, and has no problem hitting children to drive home a point. Despite this, Garp is a supportive person. When Ace asks Garp whether he should have been born, Garp replies that Ace will find the answer if he continues living. When Momousagi mentioned Luffy being targeted by two emperors, Garp did not express much concern about it. Although Garp will ultimately comply with Marines HQ most serious orders, he highly values his freedom and family, often to the point where he bends the rules to accommodate those values. He initially refused to capture Luffy in Water 7 until explicitly ordered to do so. Additionally, Garp is generally amused by Luffy's exploit as a pirate, and only seriously laments both of his grandson's choices to become pirates after Ace is captured. He also ultimately allowed Luffy to hit him due to valuing his family more than his duty as a Marine during the war at Marineford. He even seemed ready to defend them when Akainu wounded Ace and was on the verge of killing Luffy. Like Luffy, Garp is extremely blunt and honest when talking to people, as seen when he openly badmouthed Starry, the current king of the Goa Kingdom, unafraid of the consequences in doing so. He considers the celestial dragons scumbags and is not afraid to express this aloud. The main reason he refused to become an admiral is because he does not want to be their direct subordinate. On one occasion, he also blurted out Monkey D. Dragon's name in front of Luffy, his friends and his subordinates without any consideration at Water 7. When he realized he should not have said that, he just simply laughed it off, asking those who heard it to forget about it. When Garp prepares to fight seriously, he often removes his marine coat or a suit of jacket. Like his grandson, Garp is extremely fond of food, especially donuts and rice crackers. Garp has also his own laugh style that goes bah-ha-ha-ha or wah-ha-ha-ha. As the hero of the Marines, Garp is overall very well respected for cornering the Pirate King multiple times. While Garp seems devoted to his duties, he has his own sense of justice and does not always obey orders which is given to him. Both Garp's immense popularity and achievements are noted by Sengoku to be the reason Garp was never disposed of for his rebellious attitude. Aokiji in particular has been indebted to Garp due to a certain incident that involved Garp saving his life, and is impressed that Garp refused several promotions, while Akainu has earned the Vice Admiral's hatred for killing Ace. He was requested to remain behind as an instructor due to his fame, which will be influential in recruitment. Garp has problems with respecting his superiors, and such is the case with the Fleet Admiral Kong 27 years ago and former Fleet Admiral Sengoku. Even including the fact that Garp was about to try to kill Aquino for killing Ace, it seems that none of this has affected Garp's standings in the Marines, even after his relationship with both Dragon and Luffy went worldwide, as Kong insisted that Garp's title and records can be used to recruit new Marines. As a hero of the Marines, Garp has higher respect amongst the Marines, even with the Fleet Admiral Sengoku. In fact, in the past, Garp and Sengoku seemed to be very good friends, albeit that Sengoku was a little annoyed with Garp's tendencies to act on his own accord whenever Roger was involved. However, currently, as with the revelation that both Monkey D. Luffy and Portuguese D. Ace are Garp's grandsons, Ace being adopted, as well as Luffy's multiple action in such a short time, Sengoku is losing patience with Garp, but the two Marines still share a close friendship, even though Sengoku is often exasperated at Garp's antics, like his offering tea to Sengoku and Kuma while discussing Luffy's actions at Thriller Bark. Garp, on the other hand, seemed to merrily laugh it off and seems to enjoy getting on Sengoku's nerves. Notably, Sengoku's biggest annoyance was Garp's refusal to keep his family under control even when threatened with the consequences. Garp simply does not believe the life of an old man could ever atone for the action of his family. When or how long Sengoku knew of Garp's adopting Ace is unknown, but Sengoku found out that Ace is the son of Goldie Roger. Also, how long Sengoku knew about Luffy and Dragon's familiar relationship to Garp is also unknown, but Sengoku had no problem revealing all of it to the world. When Garp allowed Luffy to land a punch on him to save Ace, many of the surrounding Marines were shocked to see what they believed to be an impossible feat, the legendary Garp easily defeated by a rookie. Sengoku here was able to tell of Garp's hesitation, and he was displeased that he chose family over duty. Though he is a Marine and is loyal to the world government, Garp is disgusted of the world nobles and refuses the promotion to Admiral due to the fact it will make him their direct subordinate. He had no hesitation in degrading the Celestial Dragons in front of others of importance, such as towards King Sterry, only half-heartedly taking back the insult. The only reason why the world nobles did not dispose of him or his rebellious personality was due to his popularity and merits. Garp praised his grandson Luffy and holds high standards for him, and gets mad at the slightest mistake he makes, even when his own are sometimes no better, like telling off Luffy for falling asleep only to fall asleep himself. This often leads Luffy to receiving the force of Garp's punches, and due to those experiences he has become afraid of his grandfather. Garp also claims Luffy was poisoned by Shanks with ideas of becoming a pirate, as Garp wanted Luffy to be a great marine like him. However, Luffy claims otherwise and told Garp that even as a child he wanted to be a pirate. Nevertheless, the two get along quite well, as Nami stated at the time of Garp's departure. There seems to be an amazing ego that runs in Garp's family. Garp left Luffy in the Don's care as a child, which is how he met Ace. Garp appears proud when Luffy commits outrageous acts. Garp found it amusing when he learned that Luffy had infiltrated the Great Prison Impel Down in an attempt to rescue Ace. However, when he learned that Luffy broke out of Impel Down, taking many infamous prisoners along with him, and heading straight to Marineford, where the Marines were currently waging war against Whitebeard and his crew, Garp was shocked. He was even more shocked when Luffy, along with an entire battleship of prisoners, fell off a frozen tsunami and into the war front. This shows that he cares for his grandson's well-being. He later calmed himself as the battle went on and simply watched as Luffy fought the Marines. When Sengoku made Luffy's relationship to Dragon public, Garp simply stated that Luffy already had such a notorious reputation that his connection to Dragon is irrelevant. Garp expressed surprise at Luffy's ability to use Supreme King Saki, before commenting that Luffy inherited after all. However, when Luffy was on the verge of saving Ace, Garp blocked him and refused to move, citing his marine duties. Despite this, Garp allowed Luffy to hit him without fighting back. After the time skip, Garp does not seem to be troubled by his grandson's increasing infamy. This was shown when he was not the least bit concerned that 2 of the 4 emperors are after him. He even laughed at the thought of the pirates actually teaming up over something. Garp adopted Ace from Goldie Roger, who requested him to take care of his son, while adding that Ace does not deserve to be treated as a criminal just because of his family ties. While Garp initially thought of adopting Ace as a preposterous idea, he eventually agreed to Roger's final wish, as the latter pointed out that after multiple confrontations he trusted the Vice Admiral as much as a friend. Indeed, Garp was troubled when Ace was about to face death and claimed he had no pity for a pirate, but believed family is different. He cares about his deeply crying for his grandson as he is about to be executed for being a pirate and desperately asking why he could not have just been a marine. In fact, Garp would have killed Aquino in revenge if Sengoku did not restrain him. When Ace was an infant, Garp would use his vacation to often visit the village and pull funny faces to cheer him up. Later, when Ace was a troubled child that beat anyone up that insulted his father, Garp seemed amused with Ace, yet never scolded him for his actions, as a part of him felt sad that the child did not fully accept Roger as his father. After Luffy, Sabo and Ace got along well, Garp would sometimes visit them and train them by beating them up and destroying most of the forest in the process. As with Luffy, Garp had high expectations for Ace to be a strong marine, but is disappointed that he chose the life of a pirate, which incidentally sent him to Impel Down, where they were talking about the issue. Here, Ace refused the idea that he and his younger brother could have ever been marines, with their father's restless blood in their veins. Garp is easily one of the most powerful marines and one of the strongest characters seen in the whole series. A testament to his strength is that he was one of the very few people to be considered a rival to the Pirate King, Goldie Roger, and was offered the rank of Admiral several times throughout his life. It should be noted that those who hold the rank of Admiral are regarded as the world government's greatest military powers and are the strongest individual fighters within the world government structure and the Marines. In terms of combat, Garp has had several decades worth of experience in both combat and navigation the harshest oceans within the volatile New World. Alongside Roger, he fought and prevailed against the very powerful Rocks pirates, which consisted of 3 future emperors, earning him the epithet of Hero of the Marines. He was also well known for cornering and fighting Roger many times. Roger also stated that he and Garp had almost killed each other on numerous occasions. As another true testament of sheer power, Garp defeated and nearly killed Don Chin Chao in the past with a single punch, whose bounty was worth over 500 million berries in his prime and was said to be able to split a continent with a headbutt. The extent of Garp's power and fame is evident around the time of the Battle of Ed War. 3 years before the future Pirate King died, it was revealed that he was offered the promotion to the rank of Admiral more than once, but he repeatedly refused the promotion. Garp's subordinate at the time, Kuzan, later promoted to Admiral, commented on how cool Garp was for refusing such an irresistible promotion, to which he answered by stating that he does not need a higher position and that it will reduce his liberty to do what he wants. Another example of Garp's strength is when he was shown to easily strike down Marco of the Whitebeard Pirates and knock him back, despite having his Delphrot abilities activated at the time, which was something that both Kizaru and Aquino seemed unable to do. Similarly, when it was revealed worldwide that Luffy is Garp's grandson, Luffy's fame rose based on that fact, as Demaro Black attempted to use that as one of the strong points in his impression of Luffy. Charlotte Linland referenced Garp when Luffy challenged her. He has merits and influence great enough to make even the world nobles not dare to get rid of him despite his rebellious personality. One of the 5 elders remarked how Luffy's record is understandable, being Garp's grandson. Despite his advanced age, Garp still possesses tremendous physical strength. He is able to throw iron cannonballs like baseball balls at speeds higher than if they were fired from an actual cannon, break through brick walls and cannon stands with his fist, and both carry and throw a gigantic ball and chain many times bigger than the Thousand Sunny. Garp also has a monstrous punching power at his disposal, with his epithet Garp the Fist vouching for the tremendous power of his punches. He claimed to have crushed 8 mountains during his training to face Chinchou, and hands with Haki, Garp could even dent Chinchou's Haki-enhanced drill-shaped head, which was powerful enough to split the jewel ice sheet. In addition to his legendary strength, he also has incredible durability and pain tolerance, as seen when he was slashed by Captain Morgan's axe hand, only to recover seconds later with no obvious pain and apparently oblivious to the fact that he was struck at all. In fact, when informed by one of the marines that he was nearly killed, he mistook this for one of the men being killed. It was only when he saw the wound did he realize what happened, as he fell asleep before being attacked. He was able to get back on his feet after allowing himself to be punched by Luffy in Gear 2nd at point blank range without losing consciousness, and was still able to fight the Blackbeard pirates along with Sengoku. He has also been shown to be extremely fast, as he managed to bypass all of the Straw Hats in order to get to the sleeping Luffy. It is evident Whitebeard respects Garp's strength, as he mentioned him during his talks with Shanks. Aside from the cannonballs he throws and the gigantic iron ball he keeps on a chain, Garp is also a tremendously powerful and skilled hand-to-hand fighter. Garp has particular emphasis on using powerful punches. The greatest testament of his skill is defeating Chinchou, an immensely powerful master of Hasoken, in a single enhanced punch. Even in old age, Garp retained his strength. During the Summit War of Marineford, he easily struck down Marco, a mythical Zone Delfruit user and one of the most powerful members of the Whitebeard Pirates, and in the anime, Garp knocked down Jesus Burgess, a master wrestler with titanic physical strength without effort. In fact, Sengoku had to personally restrain Garp before he attempted to kill Akino out of fury. With this, I covered everything I wanted to cover about Garp in this video. And that will be all for this video. If you like this video, leave a like, leave your thoughts in the comments below, or subscribe to the channel for more One Piece content as well as other manga content, and until next time, take care.